Hey y'all, it is your girl Alex hopping on this Capricorn full moon meditation. All the things are going on. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All the things are going on. I saw a meme earlier today and it was like, talking about wanting to like raise our spirituality and was like universe. And it was like, we got the solar, uh, all the things happening with the summer solstice. Sorry, I had like a million different things that just like crossed through my path because there's a million different things going on. And then we have the full blood moon, the first summer full moon of 2021. So we've got some major energies that we're working with tonight, and I'm super excited. I do have some notes because there's some things that I want to make sure you guys really tap into. And super quick because so a lot of people are starting to wake up, a lot of people are being activated, and definitely what we're going to be getting into tonight is absolutely going to be doing all kinds of activations for you. And so a lot of people are starting to just like question that. And so I do have a group class coming up starting on the 11th. In the description is all the information. Check them out, see how you feel about them. It's a 4-part series. It'll be emailed to you afterwards. And whether you're able to attend or not, it's there for 60 days. You can watch and rewatch. And what I have been having a lot of people doing right now is because I do have that promotion going on right here where we do have a discounted price. This was something that was put on my heart. And what I actually have people doing is signing up for the group classes, and then they're going to do coaching sessions on the other end of it, really setting the stage. So you're talking, I think the last class is like August 1st. It's that first Sunday in August. Then doing scheduled coaching sessions thereafter so that we can really take on everything that they're doing. Because tonight, y'all, we're fixing to open up some massive transformations. All of these things we've been working on, all of these different energies these last few months, if you've been hanging with me, we have been working on all aspects, right? Really being able to acknowledge the ugly as it's coming up from this earth's surface, really digging up the old ugly shit that we need to deal with, processing, healing ourselves, healing our communities. And now this is about the things that have yet to come into our current time, if you will. Time is just this, where you're able to be in that place of reception, right? Where you're able to really be in that place of being able to take advantage of these energies, advantage of everything. Just like Earth is, waking up. So many people every single day are waking up like crazy, and it's beautiful. People are in just this mess of chaos, trying to figure everything out. Humanity, like this is the time, like we are here for a reason. Whether you're going through that dark night of your soul and you're losing your mind, like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Or you've been at this for a while and you're like, all right, let's, ride the waves like a good surfer, right? And just take it as it comes and really focus in and harness these energies. And so if you're super new to this, tonight I'm going to walk you through everything, I promise. But just take, see how this resonates, especially after tonight. And just as you go through these next couple of days, see if there's different things that resonate, because these group classes are really great for people who are just getting into that. All right. Just want to throw that out there, y'all. Really quick, because there's also a free consultation on there too. You can go and book a 30-minute consultation with me, and we can really strategize about where you're going on your path. So throwing that out there. Everything's in the description wherever you're watching from. So, okay, y'all. This is the time that we not only take back our personal power, we step into that full authority and grasp what's just on the other side, awaiting for us to successfully fall into that place of reception, to harness it in. Oh, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. See, this is just, there's so much going on, and it's so beautiful. And I can't help but I'd be just like super pumped because they're amazing what's coming to pass with us, humanity, right? This is that time for humanity to start really coming into their own, coming into this awakening, coming into just being able to accept the realities for what they are, right? So, okay, I'm going to peep in with my notes here for a little bit. So these are going to be some of the energies that I want y'all to bear in mind. You figure a full moon, give or take about 3 to 5 days, especially on a blood moon, which this is. That's the other big part of it. Is the blood moon has just like all of these different symbolisms and stuff, and all of this just a lot of energy enhancement. Just it's all like magnified, right? The energies are just more intensified. And so during this time, this blood moon is going to be sextiling Jupiter, who's in Pisces. And so the energies I want y'all to pay attention to is because we're going to be coming into all of these new careers, possibly just really kind of getting more energized and stepping and aligning into our path. You might have a tendency to have some gluttonous behaviors, over purchasing, overeating. And so this is going to be about finding that balance, finding that groove, being able to, especially with like your businesses wanting to just invest and buy all the cool, pretty shit to like decorate and do all the things, right? Make sure you're toning that down as you're finding your own and you're stepping in and you're getting really excited. You're going to want to balance these energies. So just bear that in mind, right? Because this is also about finances. Finances are so heavy. And that is going to be one of the things we tap into is how to be able to start. Like if you're feeling that call, like a lot of people are feeling that call to be able to step into your divine authority and gifts here that you came with, and being able to implement it in a way that actually provides an income for you that you can sustain and live on and be completely fulfilled. So highlighting finances, making it work, taking yourself out of these troubled waters that you feel yourself is in. But tonight we're going to go into where you're able to confidently step out of that fear and into this place of flourishing and blooming and just growing and magnifying your beauty that is currently being held within, or maybe it not be as expanded as it can be, and really just letting loose and really tapping in. But people, especially if you're having this time where you're making that leap from one career to another, for instance, maybe it's not just you. Like me, I have a whole farm, I have animals, I have my kids, and it's all on me, right? I can't just be like, whatever, this doesn't work. And so these can cause a lot of fears if you're in a similar situation where you can't just do that. And being able to, I got thrown into mine. I didn't have a choice. That was family situation. But I see how I was grown, even when I was like begging, crying out, like, why me? This is the worst incarnation ever. I hate this. Take me out of here now, please. And just really, especially looking back, and one of the key things I had during so many, really a decade of growing, healing, and learning, actually 11 years specifically, growing, healing, and learning, and really coming into it and having to take these hard lessons and really having that intimate time. So if you're there and you're going through that, or you have not yet and you need to still go through that, first of all, it's not just you. All of us are that way. We have to go through this time, and we've got it. It may not be as extreme as mine was. Mine was really extreme. Yours might not be so much, right? It may not be as isolated as mine needed to be. That's okay. Everyone's journey is different. But if yours is as isolated as mine was, or maybe it's not, it doesn't matter. There's no judgment here, wherever you're at and wherever you are needing to maybe work through still. Maybe some of these things that we've been working on are still kind of like figuring themselves out at the same time, which can cause conflict in your emotions and being able to really feel into that successful future in this divine path, right? Sorry, total squirrel moment. I have in my notes, it says going after the impossible. Going after the impossible. That is what the energies are about tonight. That is what the energies are about during this full moon and this transformation. See, this is why I was so excited. All right, the next one is the moon's going to be sextiling Neptune and Pisces. And so this is all about your creations, right? And being able to bless others. So maybe this is part of what your spiritual gifts are and what your higher, self is called to do. Maybe this, it could be art or like jewelry making. I literally, in these last 6 months, which that's going to be a question I have for you guys that I really want you to like journal and sit with and meditate with, however this resonates with you, to really, how have you grown in the last 6 months? What's happened in these last 6 months where you, so, you figure January, we're in June, right? We're at the end of June, June 24th, 2021, 10:10 Central Standard Time, or 22:10 um, Central Standard Time, right? Is when we got started. And so, what if, how have you changed? How have you grown? What have you learned? You may not have necessarily grown, but like, have you awakened to the new things that are going on in the world? Have you started to break that matrix, right? Even if it's just waking up, that's a new pretty big thing. Don't undercut these things, because this energy is all about finding that confidence in yourself, right? A lot of positive self affirmations, a lot of positive emotional thinking, or a lot of, basically, if you jump to the meditation tonight that we're going to do, especially as you go through this stuff and really feeling these activations, by all means, save this video, like it, make sure you subscribe to our channel, because that helps my channel be put out there more with, so other people can find my content and hopefully be blessed by it. But also being able to just jump to this meditation and being able to activate it, because what we're going to be doing tonight, if y'all aren't familiar with them, is we're going to be doing like activations. We're going to be doing neuro linguistic programming, NLPs, my absolute favorite when it comes into meditations. If you've listened to my stuff before, you know I love this stuff because it really freaking works. Power of eight, all of the above. And what's beautiful about time is it doesn't matter when you're watching this, because your energy is still connected to us here and now, making this just blow up. So it doesn't even matter how many people are watching live, how many platforms I stream to. It doesn't matter how many people is on each. It doesn't really matter, because what matters is that whenever people do watch this, we all are divinely connected, and all of our energies are going to be ricocheting off each other, especially because I'm going to be doing definitely an intention for the world at the end, to really put in our massive group energy to work to help humanity ascend and put all the positive vibes and all the things good into the universe, because it needs it. We need it. Humanity needs it. All the beings need it. Or we need Earth to ascend into this higher dimensional being. And this is how we do it, right? All of y'all, I always, like, just tell you guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting your energy into this, because this is work. This is what we need to be doing together collectively, being able to come together in these mass times to be able to really connect and to be with each other and really do the work, put in this energy shift. I had this beautiful vision on the summer solstice. I think it was recent. Yeah, it was summer solstice, a few days ago. So we have the summer solstice, we have all of these different retrogrades, we've got the full blood moon, like so many energies that are just really ramping it up. That's why I was laughing. I was thinking of that meme I saw, before I hopped on here, and it was just talking about, humanity wanting that spiritual awakening, and the universe was like, boom, here you go. And it's amazing. But it can definitely be chaotic if we don't really keep that balance with it. So going back to that, sextiling the Neptune and Pisces, this is where we are going to really be able to bless people with our creation. So I really want you to tap into that. The next is the trining Uranus and Taurus. And so this is where our intentions are going to be in full bloom, or excuse me, our intentions, our intuition, helping our intentions become fully into the present, and being able to really manifest them. So if you're feeling your intuition, you're starting to wonder what that little feeling is, that little just like knowing. You don't even know how to describe it as a feeling, because it's not. It's just it's a knowing. You just know. And I always feel weird when I try to describe that, because there is no way to describe it. You know. And that's one of the coolest things. These gifts we all have, this ability to tune in that we all have, is so intense. And I want to challenge you to listen to it. And if your mind is going a million miles an hour and it's always chattering, That's going to be one of the hardest things is you're going to have to learn, ideally through meditation and a lot of even body work, energy work and all of the things to really make aware of your body. And I totally forgot my magnets over by the bedside. Definitely get a magnet too. Side note, little tip, get a magnet that I keep mine by the bedside of my table when I do my meditations at night to be able to run front to back this magnet, because what it does is when you have emotions and things that are coming up, like when you're trying to meditate and all of a sudden your mind goes, oh my God, we have to worry about a million different things and we're all going to throw it in your forefront. You got to think about that. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to meditate. Can you chill for a second? And when we are not able to get our mind even quiet for a second, being able to hear and receive these quiet voices, that nudging can be more difficult. And so if you are struggling with the intuition, that's going to be my big challenge to you. Bring the monkey brain down, and even if it's for a second, that's a success. Being able to bring it in and then putting it back out. And hopefully, this meditation tonight will really help, because I'll be keeping your mind stimulated on something that's positive, and that can help a lot with the monkey brain too. So, side note, because I've struggled with that shit bad. This took me a while, but I figured it out, right? So definitely embrace your intuition. Then it's going to be conjuncting with Pluto, which is where it's your intuitive insights. Again, really just making sure you're balancing these energies and not just shutting it out, but also being able to be in that mode of reception, right? To be able to receive these downloads. Then the moon does have a conflict with Venus. And so this is going back into the overindulgences. So some of these, like these big, we were talking about the other day, these chaotic energies are going on, right? There's a lot of chaos energy going on, and it can make us, especially if we're struggling right now, it can absolutely make us feel as if we need stuff, whether that's buying or eating or sex or whatever it is, that's you're just in excess of a craving to try to fill a need, an emotional void. Okay. So I really want you guys to be tapped into that, so that if you are feeling those things, you can start being aware of, you know what, maybe I need to do a grounding exercise, a quick 30-second grounding exercise to really bring my energy back in, or, whatever is working for you. Ideally, going into a place, whether it's meditation or something else, that you can really hone in on the emotions that are coming up and sitting with them and just trying to figure out, okay, well, where did you come from? And one of the best ways to help release those energies, because of the way magnetics work with the body and everything else, when you're wiping your head, front to back with the magnet, you're sweeping the energies away and you're releasing them. Okay. So there's a lot of just different ways to release this, but I want y'all to be aware so that you are balancing. Have sex, enjoy that part of your life, but don't overdo it. Or, especially if it's going into like a cheating or any of that stuff, right? Because maybe you're looking for that need to be loved and, and seen, or, whatever it is, right? These energies are absolutely being amplified right now. So if you're feeling like a little over emotional, I have had like no sleep this last entire week. My kids were all sick with a cold. I've been basically up since midnight last night, and I have had no sleep. I've been running, and I'm going to probably pass out so hard after this. It's going to be beautiful. But I say that because I have been so challenged today to not be grumpy, to not be snippy, to not be like on edge, and really grounding in myself and really just coming to center. So that's definitely a lot of stuff I've been feeling. I know other people have talked to me about it too. And so you're definitely not alone. Okay. So just balance it. The last is where the moon is going to be squaring Chiron. So it is in conflict again, and Chiron is in Aries. And so this is really where some of these deep wounds might be surfacing, okay? And it's ultimately pulling us out of our comfort zone. So in a lot of ways too, just because the moon is in conflict with something doesn't necessarily mean the energies are bad. It can be useful. I was just talking about, I think it was like a week ago on my spiritually patriotic lunch chat that I do every week with, which if you're not hitting it up, 12:30 Central Standard Time, Wednesdays on my YouTube channel, shameless plug, be there. So put your notifications on and stuff. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel so that you're always alerted to when I hop on, because then there's times where I'll get channeled messages and stuff, and my angels, which I work with Archangel Michael pretty often, but a lot of the angels I work with, and they'll give me stuff. And so if I'm hopping on, you want to be notified. So hit that notification bell so that you are. Anyways, this is really pulling us out of our comfort zone, right? And so it's going to be challenging us to really be able to confront and even just sitting with these deep wounds. All right. The biggest things that I want y'all to be in a mode of reception is that new doors are absolutely being opened right now. Okay. And this is where we are stepping into our own. We are going to get courageous. We are going to be outspoken. We are going to be coming from this deep, passionate heart space where we are able to step in with just this abundance of love, but this courage to be able to step into that path. Because when we lead, relatively speaking, okay, I'm not talking about like relationships. I find this best in business ventures, but when we lead with our heart, generally speaking, um, there are different things that can open up. Absolutely. Okay. And so I just, if you are feeling that intuitive spirit, it's not you making crazy or whatever, you aren't going wild. It is absolutely your spirit trying to connect with you. It is absolutely your guides trying to connect with you. And you'll always know if it is something negative, because I'm like dealing with demons and dealing with people who are like, where they're casting them out and stuff, and like doing protection and stuff, and doing a lot of spiritual warfare that I've personally done. Like I've encountered a lot of demons. I've seen them. I've been pulled down by them. I've been attacked by them. If you look around my room, I literally have crystal grids all around my house, even in my children. My children are super sensitive, and we talk. I mean, like, this house is like definitely no shame to that. They feel comfortable talking to me about like the entities they see and stuff. And, making sure that you are adequately protected, because as you're stepping into this and you're really making waves, you are going to be shining brighter. You are going to be more noticeable. And so as this happens, I just want you to remember to do your intentions in the mornings and setting that intention with your guides. Even if they've never connected with it, you could say, guides, higher dimensional beings, God, God source, creator energy, or if your religion, if you have a religion, works with any specific higher dimensional beings, high vibrational, positive dimensional beings, right? To call them in. You can just keep it super basic until you start understanding who you're working with and who's coming in. But it'll always feel good. It'll always be peaceful. It'll always be a positive feeling. You won't get this negative if you are encountering a demon, or they smell really, really awful. So if you start smelling something, whereas angels, they smell amazing. I smelled Raphael the other day, and it was like strawberry clouds is the best way I could describe it. And it was so amazing. And I started crying. And I was talking about it the other day, and I started crying again because it's so powerful. What he showed me was that, no matter where we are in our journey, no matter what we're feeling, no matter what is going on, your guides are there with you. Your angels, your higher beings, your God creator source, everyone is there. And the way all of this universe works is we have to be, we not only have to be in a vibration to receive it, but we have to ask for and accept the blessings, accept the help, accept everything. Yeah, except, exactly. That's exactly it. Thank you, Greg. That was a beautiful way to say exactly what I was trying to say. Oh, that shit is real. I know people personally who sent me videos of things sticking to them, and that's terrifying. But hopefully it doesn't stick to you, because there's been other videos too, apparently, of people having stuff sticking to them, and they're like, I'm not, I'm not. And it's so there's been a lot of weird shit going on. But yes, thank you for beautifully saying that. What is up, Greg? What is going on with you guys? Catching up in the chat. All right, y'all, let me grab some water because I have been talking. Okay, so as I get water and I get ready to get into meditation with y'all, I really want y'all to go about thinking, so really sit with, where have I started at the beginning in January 1st of 2021. Now we're here at whatever day you're watching, okay? How have you grown? What have you discovered? What have you discovered about yourself? What gifts? What has happened? Oh, that's another thing too. Let me put that in the comments. Spiritual gifts test. Oh. So if you are struggling, so I just put this in the chat for all of y'all. I don't have the link on hand because I just didn't even think about it. But if you go to the Rock Church in San Diego, or it's like sdrock.com, I think is the website, and you type in spiritual gifts test. If you are religious, it does have biblical scripts talking about it, because they go into the praying in tongues, praying with visions. I have visions. If I touch you, what I feel in you manifests in me. I'm learning the body code and the emotion code and working with a lot of that stuff. Those are my gifts. Everyone has different gifts, okay? And so you have a lot of people have multiple gifts, and that's totally a thing. But it'll help to kind of give you a start if you're like super new to this. You're like, I don't even know. I just kind of feel, like something, but I don't even know where to start. So there you go. Start there. Go to their website. That's the church that taught me how to channel. I was stationed in San Diego, and starting in 2009, I got with this church, and they really just preached the relationship is what I love more than anything, is that relationship with God's source, that energy, that creator, and how that we absolutely have the ability to flow. Like, you'll hear me a lot of times when I'm channeling, and they just step in. Traditionally, when I'm either meditating or praying, like my whole everything shifts. And that's them, and that's how we learned, was being able to spiritually step it aside within yourself and allowing the positive entity to come through, and being able to deliver that message. And so, does anyone have any prayers for tonight as we get ready to do our prayer of protection? I know that the T family, right, the Trump family, that, sorry, I'm trying to like this. There was a directed energy weapon, DEW. I don't know if you guys all know what that means. Definitely, when you look at the video and the way that the building collapses, you can see the white light. Look at the rim of, if you see videos of it, there's likely to be a very light or white type of light on the top of the building. Those are one of your key elements, and how precise the damage is. Well, this happened a block away from Laura T's neighborhood. So there's a lot of things going on. It's still up in the air whether or not it happened via space or if it was an aircraft, because this stuff is very real. This stuff is very, people die all the time because of it. What's the Hillary Clinton body count? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. This shit's real, and there's a lot of things going on in our country. And, I don't give a shit if this is controversial. Mr. T is absolutely a light worker. Mr. T is absolutely here to help humanity. He played the part of showing America what we could be without all of the corruption, and made them have to work triple time to pick back up where they were in their plan. So he's definitely a light worker. I don't care about his past. I know I got a checkered past. I'm sure there's someone on here who's got a checkered past. So it's not always the person's past that dictates who they are in the future. So we are absolutely going to be praying for them, putting that bubble of protection around them and all of the people who are involved in everything that's going on in America right now, and being and taking down the cabal, frankly, is what it is. If you're not on my Instagram, you should be. I'm always posting stuff on stories because I just don't give a fuck. I was told I was protected by Michael, and he said go, and I said okay. So I haven't been kicked off yet, and we'll see. I was told I was protected, and I trust that more than I trust the powers of man. So another thing, if you guys are dealing with spiritual warfare or anything like that, I have dragon's blood. That's what this is, sage dipped in dragon's blood. I always am burning stuff like that, especially like frankincense or myrrh. These are all high vibrational elements, and burning them is obviously bringing those energies into the environment, helping to create and set that intention, right? All right, y'all. Yeah. You know what's amazing about that? I actually found him, Kim Clement, after the November elections of 2020. And I ended up finding him because I saw my vision, and I was like, my visions are never wrong. I don't understand what's going on. And in that pursuit, I found him, and I kind of called bullshit on Kim Clement because he was like, oh, he's a praying president. And I was like, Mr. T is not known to be a praying president. But he is. Because then I tried to find that, and I ended up finding out that he was, in fact, called the praying president because of how much he was praying and how he was walking into that spiritual stuff. And it blew my mind. I had, like, I obviously was pro Mr. T, was definitely on his, board like long before that, but I had no idea. And I mean, it just shows you how well the Mockingbird media keeps things and censors information. And it is. He is. People want to say whatever, and that's fine. You have that right to say whatever, but that's true. And he's absolutely a light worker. All right, y'all. I'm calling in 4,400,000 guides, higher dimensional beings, angels, God source, creator energy that is bringing in the most powerful divine spiritual protection, just really anchoring it down over the Trump family, every one of them being able to be nestled in, protected by the divine graces of higher source, God energy, all of the above, to be able to bring in those high vibrational energies of protection divinely over this entire family so that none of them or any of their allies are able to be harmed, that every plan that tries to step forward is immediately stopped, where it is unable to be successful in its pursuit of the honorable, of the divine, of those light workers who are bringing this in, where they are able to be pulled in somewhere safe, where they are unable to be harmed by the deep state, where they are all being systematically destroyed and cleaned out. And I claim it in God's name that all of these pedophiles, all of these people who are trying to destroy every bit of our lives and our world and continue on in that plane, that they are immediately squashed, that they are immediately stopped, that they are immediately brought down and brought to justice, where the public can see their public tribunals, where we get to witness what they did as a collective whole, to be able to have full exposure of the devil's plan on this earth as they have ran rampant for centuries, taking up these innocents and taking them for their own sick pleasures and the things that they have done, where every bit of them is exposed, and all of those who are aligned, whether it be me, whether it be someone else watching who's holding that light and putting in that energy, or it is in fact Mr. T and their entire team and their families and their lives being able to be divinely protected. Any negative thought, any ill intention, anything that's not of the highest good, that isn't for something super positive for them, that is just a blessing, that it be immediately thwarted and stopped. that they have divine protection over them always in these beautiful bubbles, and that all of us do, especially tonight as we hold this space and put in this energy and put in this work and go forward into what we are called to do as we step into our own and we are able to fill these shoes in that full authority of what we came here to do. And that alone is a threat to the dark, because we are waking people up. We are stepping into our own God-given, divinely created abilities to be able to bring them here on earth and help earth ascend to be as like it is in heaven on earth, and bring all of that here as we are being the way changers and bringing this in, divinely protecting us and casting that beautiful bubble of protection where we are casted in your arms, forever protected. Not a hair on our head be hurt, because we're yours and we came here with a purpose to help humanity heal, ascend, vibrate higher, be the greater good, be the way changers, be the people on the forefront ready to say this is the new norm, and we claim it. We claim it as light workers, higher beings, people of the light, people that are here to help humanity heal. We claim that. And to add these beautiful divine protections around us, our family, our homes, our children, our work, our commutes, however our life, to be able to step into that. Ah, amen. All right, y'all. I am so excited for our meditation night. So we're going to be working with a lot of the solar plexus and heart chakra tonight energy, really just wanting to activate this heart space, to really activate our solar plexus, to really harness in that courage and that willingness to go forward and fulfill these, these gifts we have, these paths. Like, y'all, we are all divinely created, unique, because we all have a unique gift, talent, whatever that is supposed to be that little piece of the puzzle that, without it isn't a complete puzzle. Like, we need it, and it's uniquely its own piece, and we need it. We need you. We need all of you to be stepping into this. And so when you're doing that, as you're stepping into your gifts and stuff, I just got a really weird download, but it said to watch the envy. So if that resonates, great. If that doesn't, great. Just watch the envy for those it does resonate with, okay? Spiritual gift envy specifically is where that was, okay. Squirrel! That's all right. All that monkey energy brain. Oh, I've been sick for too long. I always wonder if you guys can hear my vertebrae like realigning, because it's super loud over here, but I always wonder like if the mic ever picks it up. Because I know they'll pick up like my dog's howling, excuse me, and stuff like that. So I always just wonder how sensitive. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Let's close our eyes. Ideally sitting up, but you can lay down if you feel that's best for you. I just want you to take note of where your body is touching the ground, how your body is even feeling, just kind of checking in with yourself. Are you stiff or hurting? And as you do that, take a deep breath in, let it out. As you acknowledge where your body is making contact and feeling that grounding energy just starting to ignite your legs and your sitting bones, and just starting to feel that energy buzzing underneath your body. And as you feel this energy buzzing, to be able to feel that energy start to pull you into this grounding energy, feeling yourself connecting to the earth. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Feel this grounding energy pulling your body down, just connecting deep and feeling this peace and this calm and just this gentle feeling as your energy is pulled into the ground. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Now feel like a little fish up on the back of your pants and pulling you up, pulling your chest up and your chin, straightening your back, pulling your energy up, feeling into this beautiful, upward, positive, high vibrational energy as it pulls you up. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Feel this energy going up, pulling up into the space and pulling up into the ethers and the cosmos, and just feeling that connection, this powerful connection with creator energy, and just pulling you up. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Feel these energies start to connect, creating this beautiful, ever flowing energetic loop. As it becomes this infinite loop of energy going back and forth and just this flowing, energetic flow. As you feel this vibrating energy, I want you to focus in right about where your solar plexus is. Okay, feeling into that beautiful, bright yellow energy. Want you to imagine this yellow stone just right about the center of your abdomen and your solar plexus area. And I want you to imagine this yellow stone just kind of sitting in your solar plexus area. And I want you to feel the energy start to pulsate from your solar plexus space. And I want you to feel this pulsation. And as it pulsates out, I want you to feel in your heart what a time in your life where you felt confident, you felt proud of yourself. And if you don't have a memory that you can recall on, what would it feel like to be confident, to be able to just speak your truth as it is, to be able to have confidence in your connection with your gifts? What does that feel like? How powerful do you feel when you know you have got your gifts on point, when you know what you're called here to do, when you're living in that beautiful high vibrational reality for what you were uniquely designed to do? Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Feel into this powerful energy. Feel it start to ignite that solar plexus space in your chakras, where now as you're feeling into these confident, just powerful emotions that you can do this, that energy, that powerful energy. Feel this space just starting to vibrate and pulsate this beautiful, bright yellow light as it just pulsates into the universe. As you feel into this power, what it feels like to be just so confident in what your gifts are. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. As you feel your body in this energy, I want you to repeat after me. I am worthy. I am confident. I deserve success. I work hard to develop my spiritual gifts. I trust my intuition. I fearlessly live in what I was called to do. I confidently step into my own sovereign authority. I am capable of making a financially stable career with my spiritual gifts. I am capable. I can do this. I trust my intuition. I am worthy of success. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Now I want you to go up just a little bit into your heart space. Feel into this emerald green energy, or some like to have it be pink. But this beautiful, loving energy. I want you to imagine a stone in your heart space. Beautiful green emerald stone. Connecting with the tune of the sound bowl, singing bowl. Feeling the vibrations as it starts to activate your heart space. I want you to think of a time when someone close to you really supported you, really made you feel loved and cared for, whether they took care of you in a time of need, whether they supported you to go for a goal of yours. Whatever it was, go back to a time when you really felt supported. Or if you've never had that experience, what it would feel like to have a close friend or significant other really just being there for you emotionally. What does this love feel like to be supported? Just that beautiful love. No strings attached. All because you are you. Being you, doing great things that you were called to do. And someone was proud of you and supported you, or what it would feel like to have someone really cheering you on, really being behind you. Feel into this loving energy. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. into this supportive energy where your heart space is just like filling up with all of this love and energy, and you're just like igniting, and it's just this beautiful, just powerful love. And really having someone being there for you, or what it would feel like to have someone there. Feel that just fire in your soul, genuine happiness. Feel that in your heart space. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Repeat after me. I am lovable. I deserve to have a high vibrational support team. I am capable of being loved. I am able to love others wholeheartedly. I am able to give love through my spiritual gifts. I am worthy of love. I deserve to have a high quality support team. I am deserving to be loved by others. I am worthy. As you feel this space vibrating and just feeling into that loving energy, just really able to spill into that heart space, really able to give, but able to also set those personal boundaries that when you are needing to rest, you do. And that you are able to take care of your body in the way that it needs without skipping on it to appease anyone in particular, but rather honoring what it is your body and your spirit has called you to do, and loving yourself enough to listen. Loving yourself to know, I got to put the oxygen mask on me first in a downing aircraft so that I can help others. That is loving yourself. And it's a good thing to do. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. I'm just going to hop into our intention for the world because I'm like buzzing. I'm going to switch to the heart. See me blow. Stand by. All right, y'all. We're going to do our mass intention setting for the world to help humanity just like really ascend. In this beautiful heart space that we're in, just feeling our heart space vibrating and really just coming into that beautiful overflowing of our love. And so what I want y'all to think about is if you could start in your community and just imagine what it would look like for there to be nothing but peace, love, harmony, and people working in jobs or industries that is succinct with their spiritual calling or their gifts in a non-3D dimensional way. So I want you to imagine what it would be like to go to the restaurants in your area, to go walking downtown or any other favorite activity you like to do. And how would it feel knowing that there's nothing but love for each other? There's no race or culture divides. There's no nothing. Just loving one another for being simply who they are. And really holding these spaces of love and peace and prosperity. No more poverty, no more homelessness, no more abuse, no more any of that. How would that feel in your heart? I want you to hold this emotion as you imagine yourself walking around your neighborhoods, walking to your favorite eateries, and all of these negative, low vibrational problems are no longer a thing. Now I want you to imagine the same thing as if you were visiting the surrounding cities near your little slice of home and piece of this earth plane. Imagine what it would be like for the same thing to happen in those nearby cities. And as you imagine this, I want you to keep spreading out until your whole state has been filled with just this high vibrational energy. There's no more crime. There's no more abuse of any kinds. People are living in their spiritually guided industry. People are enjoying life and fully able to do so. Poverty is gone. How would that feel? How would that feel? Hold these emotions in your heart as you imagine what it can be like to connect all across your state and slowly moving into the other states. Eventually, this beautiful divine crystalline energy of just high vibrational amazingness is consuming not just your area in your state or that part of the country, but the whole country in this high vibrational light, setting the intentions of peace and prosperity and all of these free energy inventions being used and all of this poverty and crime being completely eradicated and no longer part of the world we live in on Earth. Now I want you to imagine that whole hemisphere, wherever your country is located, all of this beautiful divine light entering all of the different surrounding countries on your continent, and just really just igniting with this beautiful crystalline energy. As you feel just this love and this peace and just all this amazingness in your heart, and just really just watching as it just continues to just consume in this beautiful divine high vibrational frequency, this light, this crystalline energy, where it is igniting all of the different areas around in your hemisphere, even the waters, the oceans, being purified and clean. All of the disease or chemicals being leaked into the oceans, that it's all clean. And what it would be like to have a thriving marine life and forests and all of these different things, not just the people, but the animals we share this earth with. I want you to imagine in this space what it would be like to have clean, pristine oceans and rivers again, rainforests and natural habitats no longer being destroyed, but being able to live together in nature and combining with it. What would it be like? How would it feel? As you're activating your hemisphere of the world, I want you to imagine the other hemispheres around it slowly activating as well, feeling each other's energy as we're all energetically connected, doing our parts on our part of the world and really just activating it and getting it all just like energized. And as we glow brighter, being able to energetically connect with each other and being able to help raise that vibration like a power grid all around the world, as the earth is able to be just ascending higher. It's vibrating so rapidly at just these high frequencies that humanity's just ascending higher. And they're pulling out of this 3D matrix, pulling out of everything as a collective whole. What would that feel like? What would it look like? Would it be a world you would want to raise your family in? What would it feel like to have humanity ascended into the 5D reality, vibrating collectively that high? How would that feel? How would that look? Hold this love and amazement and excitement and just energy. Hold this in your heart as you just really let it flow through you and into your visualization of this beautiful, prosperous 5D reality for humanity. Hold this image in your heart and your mind's eye. back to yourself now. Take your time coming back. No rush. Feeling back into your body. Opening your eyes. Oh man. I don't know about y'all, but I am buzzing. Oh my goodness. I am like, oh man. Y'all, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up. Thank you for putting in the work. Thank you. Thank you for being a powerful badass, willing to put in the work for your own life, for your own ability to shift your frequency. Because y'all remember, when you are shifting your energy, when you're vibrating higher, you impact those around you. You become like this little star beacon just shining light out into the world, and people feed off of it, you know? And I mean, do draw caution to make sure you're taking care of yourself and revamping that energy, especially if you're a light worker and if you're struggling with, allowing your energy. Because like even tonight, like that's why I love doing nighttime ones, because I'm gonna be so tired, because like I just poured out so much of my energy for all good things, totally worth it. But now I definitely am gonna need to regenerate, like rest and recoup. And you might find yourself doing the same thing. So make sure you're checking in with your energies, making sure, if you got to go back through this and watch it, I know it's kind of dense, but this is a lot of really important energy going on, that it's super important we're aware of it. And y'all check out my classes. These are meant for people who are really brand new to their spiritual awakening, still trying to like figure everything out. You can do them individually, but they're set up to do in a series. So everything is down in the description. Go ahead and jump on the links if you have questions, or if you're being called to do it and you may not be able to financially afford it, email me. My email's at the very bottom of the description. We'll figure out something if you're in a financial bind. This is good information. I want people to get it out, and I definitely don't want people to be confined by potential financial constraints. So I pray this helps y'all. Thank you so much for being powerful badasses, really just joining in. I was seeing our energy. It was awesome. I love y'all so, so much. Oh, I love it. Yes. Yes. Amazing. I love it. Cause see, and that's the thing, is like we're all energetically connected, and it's so cool. And oh my God, I love you guys so much. Like I love connecting with y'all. I love jumping on with y'all. I love hearing how this impacts you. Like that just fills up my cup personally. Like for me, like I'm already getting like more energized. I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for putting in this work. If you have questions, reach out to me. But until next time, I love y'all.